Excuse me. Hold on. I said, excuse me. Man, what's good with my people out there, man? It's your round. Pac Boy Dolo tapping back in with another episode of the Round the Clock Thinker Show. And I'm here today to give you exclusive information. You know what I'm saying? If you're new here, I'm an assiduous researcher and distributor of knowledge and truth, whatever that may look like to you. And for my people who may be curious, they're like assiduous. They're like, what does assiduous mean? So I'm gonna look it up real quick, just so we can be on the same page. I am working on rebranding, by the way, but it's a lot of different parts of the show and the company that we're gonna have to rebrand. So we're gonna do that piece by piece. As of right now, we're gonna keep doing what we've been doing for the last 3 or 4, I want to say 4 years. I've been doing this. Assiduous means showing great care and perseverance. So I'm an assiduous researcher and distributor of knowledge and truth, whatever that may look like to you. So you can call me the YouTube journalist, or you could say that, hey, look, this guy here go get the facts, go get the arguments, go get the information, right? Compare, contrast, examine, and then I bring it back to you. Speaking of which, today we're going to be talking about real growth. And I'm going to tell you something about real growth. Real growth is a blessing and a curse. Real growth, true growth, is a blessing and is a curse. You know? And if you don't know, what I mean is your life becomes easier and difficult at the same time. It moves for sure. It's not in the same place. The same level of easiness and difficulty before. No, I said your life becomes more easier and more difficult at the same time. So the first thing that you'll be asking yourself, we're going to kick it off right here with chapter 1. Who am I? Right? That's where the growth starts. That's when you're really on the right track. When you can look at yourself in the mirror and you can ask yourself, who am I? And then you can start getting answers. And excuse the Stephanie, so I'm getting over this sinus infection. Anyway, you can get over the lies and you start dealing with the truth when you ask, who am I? And then when you start getting the answers, you're willing to deal with the true answers, the real answers, which leads to real growth, right? So, along with this growth, this newfound self that you're cultivating, because you're discarding the old you, You've had enough of the old you. The old you wasn't working. It's burnout. You were able to get rid of things, right? Throughout this process, get rid of habits. Look yourself in the mirror and ask, who am I? Then you have to become familiar with the new you. You know, who is this new person that you're gonna be? And is it the person that you want to be? And you need to be, all at the same time. Who you want to be and need to be. This new person. You have to become familiar with them now. You know. And the blessing side of it is that you feel more authentic. You feel more like you're rooted within your truth. And you're not running away from yourself, and you're not trying to fill a void with substances like alcohol and drugs. Feel me? Weed, shit, sometimes food, right? You're not trying to fill a void. You're not running away from yourself. You're dealing with the truth. And dealing with the truth can be very lightening, but heavy at the same time. And let's roll into chapter 2, because this video really in reality could be 2-3 hours long, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This shit could be long, but I'm condensing it down to chunk size, bite size, punchy pieces that you could practically use today. Feel me? Chapter 2 labels who are they? Who are they? Who are the others? And what I mean by it is this. You start to see others for who they truly are, which can sometimes make them feel all of a sudden unrelatable. All of a sudden, they seem like strangers to you. And you're like, damn, like I've been hanging out with these people. This is who I've been kicking it with. Or when you go around and you meet new people. And this is some quality game right here. Watch this. When you meet new people, you can sense their shallow nature. You can sense the shallowness. You can sense that there's no depth. And it's harder, the more you grow, the deeper you get. It's harder to deal with people and conversate with people that have no depth. It's hard to relate to people who either have no depth or they have something to them, inside them, that have something towards you that's causing them to submerge their depth, and they're on a shallow level and they don't know how. So the reason this occurs, this growth, the deeper you get, is occurs because it's harder to relate to people just on some surface level tit for tat ABC type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's harder. It's a little bit more difficult. It can be done with some finesse. It can be done, but it's a little bit more difficult to deal with people that don't have depth, because your understanding is so deep that when you're saying stuff, or your level of optimism, you've grown so much that you're happy, and it just, you know what I mean? You have to adjust. You find yourself having to adjust a lot to others because they're so bland and they're so shallow. And you have to adjust your energy to them sometimes, because it's difficult to have a conversation or just vibe with someone when you're way up here and they're way down there. It's difficult. You have to have a lot of finesse. On top of that, you're outgrowing your circle. The people that you kicked it with from day one, sometimes, like I said, man, they become suddenly unrelatable. And you like, damn, like, you like, shit, man. You like, shit, man. I thought these was the homies, though. You know, like, me and this nigga right here, we used to do this, and the third together. You know what I'm saying? And then me and homie over here, man, we used to do this, and that. You know, we used to do a lot of relatable shit. And now, his thinking is standing out to me, and is making me realize that that's exactly how I used to think. That's the only way that we were able to relate, because I was thinking like that. I was on that type of level. But now I'm over here damn near in disgust, because I've grown out of that, and I'm aware enough to see what's going on in reality. You know, trying to just a lot. So then it makes you want to put space in the gap and get away from people like that, because guess what? It's hard to change someone who's not willing to put in the work. And you know, you can tell them, but there's no guarantee that it'll stick. There's no guarantee that they'll be picking up what you putting down. And look, this right here is heavy. This is heavier. Watch this. The key let me put the incense in this candle because I'm really about to flow right now. Y'all just don't know. The key is the real test. The real test has to deal with you being willing to put your ego to the side and admit, goes back to who am I? Admit that you need help, that you want to grow. And in order to truly grow, you have to put your ego to the side and your self-importance to the side, and you have to say, I don't matter. Only thing matters is this information. The application of the information is the only fucking thing that matters. And I don't like to have too much colorful language on this channel, but this is something that's so deep and is missed by many because you think you matter, but you don't. Only thing that matters is the application of the information because you want to grow. Your growth matters. You don't matter. Because where you're at, if you mattered so much, you wouldn't be wanting to grow. You wouldn't need to grow. Everybody's always growing. The ego, it sets up a fixation to have you thinking that you don't need to grow, that you already got it figured out. Everybody else need to grow to catch up with you. That's an illusion. You need to grow. And you need to put your self-importance and your ego to the side so that you can grow by becoming completely absorbed with the information and therefore applying it. The application of the information is the only thing that really matters. Once you do that and you start to grow, you start to realize that shit, hey, the ego don't matter. In reality, I don't matter. I know how to be without having to be something. I know how to be without having to be somebody. I can be nothing. I can be everything and I can be nothing. I can be right in the middle. I'm not that important. What's important is the continuous growth and my ability to serve. My ability to serve and build. And that reflects who I am. That reflects the greatness that I'm here to leave behind. Because in reality, guess what? When you need help because you want to grow, you're just going to grow into a giant and do a lot of shit and then not pass it on. No, you want to grow because in reality, on the deep level, underlying all of this desire is you wanting to leave something exceptional behind. You want to do exceptional things. You want to create an impact. You can't do that when you're in your head saying that you're conflicted. You need help, but you don't need help. You want to grow, but then again, you are not willing to reach out and be vulnerable and be in intense psychological state of curiosity and vulnerability in order to attain the information that you need to attain by asking the questions or running it by someone who knows. Your ego is so big that if someone say, if you ask them, hey, let's chop it up, or what you up to, man? Let's chop it up. It's just, and then they get back and they're like, what's up? Your ego so big that it's like, damn. It'll say, damn. All they said was, what's up to me? I'm trying to get some game, and all they said was, what's up to me? But they said, what's up? That means run it by them. That means put yourself in a position to get it. That means you gotta press forward. You gotta put your self-importance and your ego to the side so that you can accept. Asking you shall receive. Open yourself and you shall accept. Open yourself up in a vulnerable way. Stop being so closed off and driven by the ego, which is driven by self-importance. Like you matter, because you don't. What matters is your growth and what you're trying to attain, your desire, your growth, the things you need to applicate and put into play to make happen so that you can grow. That's what matters. You see what I'm saying? So this next chapter actually talks about this. The real growth equals real test. Real test. Not, the small test. This is big boy shit. We're dealing with the big league. This isn't pee-wee. The bigger test is, can you quit smoking? Can you quit drinking? Can you cut that chick off that's been causing you all of this friction and static for a whole year, disrespecting you? Can you go over here and build from scratch? Those are the real tests. Can you look yourself in the mirror and say you're a liar? Can you look yourself in the eyes in the mirror and say, you're a liar, bro? You're a liar. You're a liar. Everything about you is fake. Most of the things that you say, try to make people believe, is all bullshit. Are you willing to do that? Those are the real tests. And they become more complex. This is the start point. The tests become more complex. You have to be more aware. The higher you go. So that's why the more you grow, you end up in a situation where you're dealing with someone and they seem perfectly fine. As far as you know, they A-okay. But that's mentally, right? They only seem okay mentally to you through your logic. But your emotions, your gut is telling you some shit is off. This is when you have to tap into the discernment skills. You have to be able to discern what your energy tells you, what you're sensing, or what they call the sixth sense, what you're sensing about them, even though everything seems perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? I forget his name. What's that? His name on the tip of my tongue. shit, I can't even think of his name, but he was a serial killer, right? Is it Ted? See, I gotta look this shit up now, man. Ted, let's see. Ted Bundy. That was his name. Ted Bundy. I'm pretty sure it was him. He was a charmer. He was player. This motherfucker was a serial killer. See what I'm saying? Logically, right? Everything seems okay. But the discernment, the gut is saying things are not okay. And then you become conflicted, right? You become conflicted. The more you grow, the more complex the test. That's a very complex test. When someone is in your life like that and you're like, shit, man, they seem cool, right? Everything seems cool, but it's something just feels off. That's when you learn discernment and you learn to move with discernment and move with what your gut is telling you. Move with it without having any sympathy really about it, feeling bad about it. And then once you do that and you make the move, you feel the relief. And the relief, really, that's confirmation. That's saying, okay, yeah, something was, there was friction and static right there, and I know what I was feeling. But the conversation is good, and they talk well, and they're very nice and very kind. But something just felt off. And you do that, you don't follow through with it, and you save yourself from God knows what. And this can be in a dating world. This could be just being friends with somebody, whatever. Somebody you just met. Usually this is where, when you've grown and your discernment skill is up, when you meet new people, this is when you really can detect. You can detect through feeling, and you can also detect through proper questioning. Asking questions. You know what I'm saying? So once again, man, real growth is a blessing and a curse. And you have to be focused and consistent. And you have to, like I said, the application of the information, you have to give yourself to that. Because it's so easy to fall back into old habits and old ways. And once you start falling back, the blinders start to come back on. And now you can't see anymore. And you got to put in the work again. You have to put in the work again to get back up to where you can see. And hopefully that never happens, because sometimes when you put in the work to get back up to where you can see and you look around, you like, damn, I'm in a bad spot. I'm over here with this person and this person and this person and this. Man, what I'm doing? And then you have to snap out of it again. Now, I'm not saying that it's something wrong with, that battle, because sometimes it's what it takes to to win the battle overall and be victorious and just done with it. But if you can help it, don't fall back. Once you get a grasp, once you get a grip on it, stay at it, man. Stay at it. It feels good. Growth is a blessing. It feels good. Right? It's just the curse part because you become hyper aware of others. You have to become hyper aware of yourself, of course. And that's an every moment process of thinking, of being aware of thoughts and feelings and why. And just, trying to stay aligned. That's enough in itself. But you have to go out and deal with others. Being unrelatable in most cases to others because of the depth that you've gained. And it takes a little while to learn some finesse to be able to just function and move through on a surface level. You know what I'm saying? With this newfound self. Because it's exciting to become more deep, to learn more, to be in these conversations with others who are on that deeper level. And the conversations are just magical, man. It's fucking magical, man. For real. I'm so serious. So once you get yourself down pat, then you have to go out and you have to deal with others. And overall, generally, real growth, it equals real test, man. You have to be willing to continuously face the real test. And once you pass a certain test, like shout out to Anne Marie, man, a successful real estate agent back in Alabama. She gave me some game one time. Once you pass the test, you don't have to take it again. But you have to be of that cloth. You have to be moving in a forward, vicious way so that when you pass that test, you don't have to take it again. Because guess what? If you're pussyfooting around and not really on attack mode and moving like a train, and you're not a moving train at its highest top speeds, and you're just bullshitting around, it's possible that you'll fall back, and then you will have to pass that test again, aka addiction or heartbreak or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's around Pat Bordello checking out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit the notification bell. And this is my book right here, man. The Pretty Much Understanding. Just got it repurposed and put together real nicely, man. Yeah, man. Dig that. Trying to get the light out the way. The Pretty Much Understanding, man. A very practical read. If you're near me, just shoot me a message and I'll just give you a copy. But other than that, I'm waiting on Amazon to take down the old copy so that I could put this repurposed version up, so that when people go on Amazon and order it, then they'll get this version and not the other version. You feel me? But yeah, man, it's around Pat Bordello checking out. Peace.